um, full screen. Uh, oh shit! There we are. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Just entering into full screen real quick here on my computer. Um, there we go. We are good. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel, where we speak the truth. We're honest. We give our takes on anything we talk about here. And tonight we're here with a really fun video. This weekend is the NBA All-Star Weekend. Um, Big players, big weekend for the NBA. So Cameron Johnson here told myself and Wesley Williams, give us an idea. How about we make out AEW All-Star selections, make it a fun video on the channel. I thought it was a great idea, and that's what we're doing here today on the channel. I got my brother Brady here sitting right next to me. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, Big Fight Field channel?
Yes, sir. So we're here tonight. It's going to be a fun video. Cam was here last night. What's up, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, Joseph? What's going on, Wes? What's going on, little Joseph? What's going on, Joseph's brother? I am doing absolutely great, man. All-Star Weekend coming up, man. All-Star Weekend coming up, man. Got this great video idea, man. I'm ready to get into it. How you doing, Mr. Wes?
Doing really well, man. It's been a minute since I've been on the Big Five Field channel. It's been a little while, but I was there live in Nashville, Tennessee last night to witness AEW live for the first time in over 2 years. What an incredible experience it was. Got to see all the great wrestlers, all the great men and women a part of AEW. Got to see the Rampage taping as well afterwards. But no spoilers here. We'll talk about that a little more, I believe, tomorrow night. But, it was a great experience overall. I had a very, very fun time. It was just great to be back in an AEW show again. And I'm hoping Tony Khan, you were praising Nashville a lot last night when you came out, man. So I really, really hope that you decide to come on back to the Tennessee area later on this year in 2022. But I'll be keeping my eyes out. So I really hope you make your way back and I can buy myself another ticket to the show. So it was great, and I'm really glad to be back on the Big Five Field channel through this AEW All Stars lineups here. It's gonna be very, very fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude, it's been a minute since you've been on the channel, and excuse me, I heard the main attraction last night was Elevation. How was that?
Gosh, Elevation, man, best Elevation yet, man. I mean, you talk about these AEW pay-per-views, you talk about Revolution, talk about Double or Nothing, All Out, and you talk about Full Gear. But man, this Elevation last night, I gotta tell you, you're gonna be in for a real treat this Monday. I think it beats out every single AEW pay-per-view up to this point. It's just my opinion, but you guys got something to really look forward to, really sink your teeth into this Monday night on AEW's YouTube channel. Just saying. So there you go.
Spoiler alert, watch Elevation on Monday night. But, yeah, we're here tonight. We're going to make our all-star selections. We're also going to do one thing that also, this is both AEW and basketball, NBA related. We're also going to say one thing that really stood out to us throughout the NBA in the first half of the season before we get into our AEW all-star picks. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we do that, Revolution is coming up. It's going to be a big weekend. If you are going to be in Revolution, please DM me. If you're going to be in Orlando for that weekend, please DM me, comment down below, because I'm trying to meet as many people at the pay-per-view, at the Rampage as possible. And I really have a big announcement, and I think it's one of the biggest announcements I've made on the channel. And it's a first. So I found out literally a couple hours ago, maybe last night, that I have an extra set of AEW Revolution tickets on my phone, and I don't want it to go to waste. It's a big event, and there'll be more details to come, but I don't want to give it away. It's a big event, and I just don't want to sit on the tickets. So what did I come up with an idea? We're going to do the first ever Big Fight Field giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. We're giving away 3 tickets to AEW Revolution on Sunday, March 6th, and it's very simple to enter the drawing. All you have to do, I'm gonna do a post on Twitter in the next 24 hours. All you gotta do is you gotta like the post, okay? You gotta like the post. You gotta retweet the post. You got to be following me on Twitter, and you have to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel, show proof that you are subscribed, and also comment your favorite AEW wrestler, and you're automatically in the drawing. Again, like the post, retweet, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel with proof of a screenshot, and comment your favorite AEW wrestler, and you're in. You are in, and the drawing is going to be Wednesday, February 23rd. If there's a review, we'll do it on the review that Wednesday night. So big breaking news to start off with this video. Big, man. That Revolution's going to be big, man. You guys excited for it? I know Cam is. We talked about it last night.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, sir. So I just had to announce that real quick. And also, if you have not already, be sure to go ahead and check out last night's AEW Dynamite review with myself and Cameron Johnson on the Big Fight Field channel. Now let's get into this video, man. For first, we're going to talk about one thing that stood out to all of us in the first half of the NBA season, and I'm gonna let my brother Brady start it off with us real quick.
The thing that was the most, I guess, intriguing is how good these teams that were not very good last year have just improved from this year. Like the Memphis Grizzlies, they went from bottom of the barrel to third seed and a potential MVP. The Chicago Bulls, they went from not even making the play-in to now being the number 1 seed.
They're number 2, I think, right now.
Number 2. The NBA championship is so wide open right now. There's I have no idea who's gonna win, to be honest with you.
So that's your biggest standout teams,
yes,
the Bulls and the.
And another thing is how much the Pacers won the Tyrese Halliburton trade.
Yes, sir.
Look at.
I like your little brother, man. I like your brother, man. You need to put him on the show more often. That's a smart man right there. That's a real smart man right there. I appreciate you.
Anything you want to say, Cam? First half takeaway.
I just want to say, for my first half of the season takeaway, it amazes me, and this happens every year, but still, it amazes me on the amount of players. And the amount of players in the league, the amount of players in the league that are just the amount of players in the league that are going to get a lot of fat money contracts this year because they have been hooping this year. The amount of first-time All-Stars this year have been unreal. And also, they've been proving. A lot of these players have been proving people wrong. I think Darby Allen last year got paid about $100 million. Everybody's saying, "Oh, he's overpaid." Blah blah blah. Darby Allen proving his worth, proving he's not overpaid. You have Darius Garland out there hooping. Darius Garland out there hooping. John Morant's looking like a freaking MVP. He's looking like a freaking MVP candidate. It just amazes me. It just amazes me how how talented the league is. It amazes me how talented the league is. That's amazing. And also, I want to thank the Sacramento Kings for being the dumbest franchise in the NBA for trading away a guy that's 21 years old, wanting to be that, and Tyrese Halliburton for a player who's already paid. So I appreciate you, Sacramento.
They definitely won that trade, dude. And Halliburton's he's gonna be a good player for Indiana for years to come. So you got a good player right there. But for me, I think it's really simple. It's the downfall of the Los Angeles Lakers. I thought everybody thought they were gonna be such a good team this year, and they are below 500 going into the All-Star break. And this proves that super teams do not win all the time. The Los Angeles Lakers went out there and they got Russell Westbrook. Who else did they get in the offseason? Didn't they get Avery Bradley this offseason?
Malik Monk.
Yeah. But with the super teams, LeBron, AD, and Russell Westbrook, first off, the Lakers' oldest team in the NBA. No young talent outside of Monk and Austin Reeves. They're just so old. They're injured all the time, and this just proves that superstar teams like the Lakers do not win all the time. And honestly, me hating the Lakers so much makes me happy that they're struggling. It really does, because they suck. They suck, dude. So that is my biggest takeaway. I thought they were going to be really good, but they are below 500 going into the All-Star break. And last but not least, we got Wesley Williams. Wes, your biggest takeaway is probably the Memphis Grizzlies.
I mean, I got to mention the Grizzlies, man. Memphis native right here. I mean, I got to mention the Grizzlies, man. This Grizzlies team having over 40 wins going into the All-Star break. The first time that's ever been done in franchise history. No other Grizzly team has ever been able to do that. Even when we had the grit and grind era team with Tony Allen, Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, all those guys, we couldn't even get to 40 wins before the All-Star break. But this new team, we got Desmond Bane, John Morant, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams. We got all these young talent. The oldest guy on our team is 28 years old, and that's Steven Adams. And the youth on this team, the fact that we're this good, being this young of a team, is very, very impressive. And it's a team, I feel like they've definitely been one of the biggest surprises of the entire NBA, man. I mean, the Grizzlies have always been looked at as a smaller market, and I think we're really just making a lot of noise now. We're forcing, the big media outlets to really talk about the Memphis Grizzlies now, and I really am very, very happy to see it, and I hope we continue this streak of just, consistency and just playing great, playing explosive, and we continue this on going into the playoffs right now. I mean, we're just behind Phoenix and Golden State, and we've already beaten Phoenix and Golden State before this year. So we've proven that we can beat the best. We're not a fluke, we're proving that we belong, and I hope we continue to do that. And looking at the East, Cleveland Cavaliers, they're definitely a team that you got to talk about. The Cavaliers have really, really improved a lot. They got young talent on that team. They still got Kevin Love. That's another team that's really improved a lot. Now of course, we have that big blockbuster trade with Ben Simmons and James Harden. They both switched. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because Ben Simmons, of course, we know wanted out of Philly. He got out finally. He's with Brooklyn now. He's with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. When they start playing together, we'll see how that turns out. Looking at the potential starting lineup, it's like either a number 1 and number 2 draft picks, from the year that they were drafted. Looking at that potential starting lineup for Brooklyn, and then Philly, you got James Harden there now. We'll see how that ends up turning out. A lot of people are being very skeptical about it because, Harden's attitude towards certain things before, so people are kind of being a bit skeptical about it. But we'll see what it goes. But I got top of the list for me. It's got to be Grizzlies, man. Got to mention the Memphis Grizzlies, and John Morant's an all-star, man, starting point guard, and I'm very, very happy to see it. Desmond Bane in the 3-point shootout, man. We're making a lot of noise, and I hope we continue to do it.
Before we get into our AEW All-Star selections, predictions, this state here, predictions on what the NBA Finals is going to be here first.
I'm going to go with, out of the East will be the Miami Heat.
Okay.
And out of the West, it'll end up being the Golden State Warriors.
So
I think it'll be the Heat and the Warriors.
Heat Warriors Finals. Cam?
I got Suns and Bucks. I think it's the Suns and Bucks again.
Rematch. I got Phoenix Suns and the Philadelphia 76ers. I want to see Joel Embiid in the finals, and I think he'll get it this year. Wes?
Tough for me, man, because me, the Grizzlies, I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased here. I don't. But honestly, I mean, you look at that Suns team, they're dangerous. They're very, very dangerous, and they proved that. I mean, they made it all the way to the finals last year, and they're still proving that they belong. I could definitely see the Suns in the finals for the Western Conference. Eastern Conference, let me see. I got to think about that one a little bit. See, East, I could see the Heat. I can see them. We got to see how the formula works out with the Nets and the 76ers. We don't know yet how that might turn out. East, I don't know. I think I might have to go Suns Heat. I think we get a fire and fire matchup with the Heat and the Suns. So there you go.
There we go. We all have different matchups, so we're on opposite sides here. So when the finals happen, we'll remember that it's the 76ers versus the Suns. So there we go. But now it's time to pick our AEW All-Star teams. The way this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen, 5 men, starting 5 for the men and starting 5 for the women. I came out with the order in my mind. I'm going to let my brother take the first pick for the men. And then for the women, we're going to go backwards. So that means, Wes, you'll get the first pick with the women. So, my man, you can go first.
Well, I think this is a pretty easy pick right here. I'm going to go with the AEW World Champion and my starting point guard,
Point guard.
Hangman Adam Page.
Explanation?
He's the world champion, so I don't see him losing probably till like at the least double or nothing. So
All right, so.
I'm going to go Hangman.
And by the way, if someone takes anybody, like, no one can take Hangman Page now. That's his point guard. So Brady's got Hangman Page. Cam, who do you got with the first overall pick? Or second?
Since he took Hangman Page, my guy's gonna need an injury replacement. What the hell? I'll draft him anyway. I'm taking the former AEW World Champion, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. And the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is coming over on Team Cameron. This is for obvious reasons. The guy was AEW champion for most of 2021. The guy did not have a bad match at all that year. Put on classics. Put on classics every time he got into the ring. So much so, to now where we're seeing the toll that took on his body, not only for 2021 but multiple years, where he's currently out injured right now. He'll up soon, best bout machine. Probably gonna need an injury replacement for him, but since he's eligible to be picked, I'm taking Kenny Omega.
All right, so you got Kenny Omega. I think this is an obvious pick for me right here. Wes, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm taking Bryan Danielson with I'm taking him as my shooting guard. I'm gonna take him as my shooting guard. He came into AEW on fire, and he had his debut match against Kenny Omega at Grand Slam. It was one of the greatest AEW matches in the history of the company. He then came in, has had bangers with Nick Jackson, Bobby Fish, saw that one in person. Dustin Rhodes saw that one as well. Hangman, yeah, the two with Hangman Page, Eddie Kingston. He's just had so many amazing matches in AEW, and I feel like now as a heel, I feel like it's going to be even better for him. There's so many possibilities still with him in there, and he came in 2021. He was amazing. So yeah, I'm taking with my first pick. I'm taking Bryan Danielson as my shooting guard.
That hurts, Joseph. That really, really hurts me.
I'm sorry.
But okay, for my first pick and my all-star lineup, I think I'm gonna go with the man that is whacked out, the man that is very, very dangerous, very calculated. That is Mr. Jon Moxley. Yes, Jon Moxley just came back after recovering from alcohol addiction, and prayers up to Jon Moxley, man. Good on him for recovering, and it's very, very happy to see him back. But Jon Moxley, man, what more can we say about him? I mean, one of the biggest impact players that AEW has. I mean, pretty much the first to jump ship from WWE onto AEW when he showed up in Double or Nothing in 2019, the very end of the show, and took out the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. I mean, right from the get-go, he made a statement. He's had classic clashes with Kenny Omega, with so many different wrestlers, man. He's put on some epic classics, and this man has no limits. He has no restrictions. He will go absolutely ape shit on anybody he comes across, man. And now that he's back too, he's undefeated so far ever since he's been back. And Jon Moxley has really been on a tear, and this is a new age Jon Moxley, and I think he's going to be on even more of a tear going forward. So for my first pick, going with Jon Moxley, the man right there.
There we go. Back-to-back picks. The Revolution matchup, probably Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. So back to Brady with his second pick.
This is going to be a very underrated pick. This I'm pretty sure he's been undefeated besides one match. I'm going to take the power bomb machine. I'm going to take Wardlow.
Oh, center?
Yes. I'm going to go with Team Brady selects Wardlow.
Cam.
Okay. Well, since Team Brady took Wardlow, looking at it here, I gotta throw somebody at my two here. He's gonna be an undersized too, but it's okay though. He can handle it. We're gonna take. It's okay though. He can handle it. We're gonna take Darby Allen. Darby Allen is joining Team Cameron as the 2. We know he's an undersized too. We know he's undersized for that shooting guard position, but don't worry, he's gonna make the most out of it. Don't worry, he's gonna make the most out of it. Darby Allen, welcome to the team. Pretty self-explanatory. The face of TNT. You gotta have the face of TNT starting in the. You gotta have the face of TNT starting in the All-Star game. Darby Allen, welcome to the squad, brother.
Man, second round, I'm up, and I just question myself. How has nobody taken CM Punk? I mean, I don't know how. I don't even know how he made it out of the first round, but I've taken CM Punk. He came in AEW, probably one of the best returns wrestling we've seen in a very long time, and he came back and feuding with Darby Allen, feuding with Eddie Kingston. He's currently in a 3-month-long feud with MJF, and it's going to result in a dog collar match at Revolution in a couple weeks. And he's one of the big stars right now in AEW. So I'm going to take him as my point guard. I've got CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. I'd say that's a pretty solid lineup right there for my point guard and shooting guard. Let's go to Wes with his second round pick.
For my second round pick, I guess I'm gonna have to go with CM Punk's enemy, and this won't be a crowd favorite. I know it won't be a crowd favorite, but I gotta go with the man from Long Island. He is better than you, and you know it. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. I'm MJF. He's cocky. He's a prick, but man, he knows how to get the job done. Though he's been collecting wins ever since he stepped foot in AEW, and he gets the win by any means necessary. He doesn't care how he does it. As long as he's collecting wins and collecting championships, he'll be satisfied. But I gotta go with it. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but MJF is my second pick in my All-Star lineup.
Throughout the third round for the men's, let's go to my brother Breeze.
This guy, he has been undefeated. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's been racking up wins. So I'm going to go with Hook on Team Brady.
You're not the biggest fan of Hook?
No.
Oh.
Come on. Gotta get in the Hook army, man. Come on.
Oh, so you got Hangman Page, Hook, and Wardlow. All right. Cam?
Let's see. Looking at the roster here. Oh, boy. Looking at the AEW roster. I gotta ask somebody on my team who's a veteran who I can rely on to initiate offense when we get stagnant. If the crowd's dead for whatever reason, I can rely on him to go out there. He's gonna get a pop out the crowd. He's gonna make something. He's gonna make nothing out of something. So I'm taking Y2J. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is joining Team Cameron. I gotta have him on my team. I gotta have him on my team in case, and I gotta have him on my team for a number of reasons, man. If the offense stagnates, I can get Jericho out there. Jericho can get me a quick bucket. Jericho, I'm sure can find the open shooter, the open playmaker. I mean, look at what he's gotten over in his career. He's gotten a potted plant over. He's gotten a list over. He's gotten the word "it" over, stupid idiot, a little bit of the bubbly. Jericho has done it all. Former AEW champion Chris Jericho has done it all. So I got to have one of the all-time greats, Chris Jericho, on my team.
That's a good pick. That's a solid pick for nice veteran leadership. But I'm going to take someone that ever since he stepped foot in AEW this summer, he's been really one of my favorite things. He's been in AEW for about 7 months now. He's really only lost one match. I saw him live at the match that he did lose to, and he's someone we can rely on Team Joseph. That's Malachi Black. He's one of my favorite guys in AEW. He's one of the main reasons why I love AEW so much. He's just so creative, and all of his matches, his feuds have been awesome. Cody Rhodes, the Pac feud. I just really enjoy his stuff so far. So we're going to take Malachi Black as the shooting, as the small forward, and Wes for the last third-round pick.
For the third round pick, who am I going to get? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go call up a Spanish god, and that is the undisputed TNT champion, Sammy Guevara. Will be my third round pick, Sammy Cavara, one of the hottest young stars in all of professional wrestling, man. A man who defies gravity, a man who has done unspeakable things in that ring, and it has been truly a treat to watch, man. And the guy, he's a two-time TNT champion. Let's put that out there too. Two-time. He won it once before, and he won it a second time in the ladder match against Cody Rhodes, and he now holds both TNT titles, the interim one and the regular TNT championship. So, I got to go with my boy Sammy, man, an Inner Circle original, too. Again, a guy who is just on a tear and a guy who has a very, very bright future in professional wrestling.
Fourth round. Let's go back to Brady.
Well, Wes took my pick and Sammy Guevara. I'm going to go with a guy, another undefeated guy. He's going to stay undefeated for a while. Maybe not at Revolution, but I'm going to go with Limitless Keith Lee.
Oh, that's a good pick. See, you got a big team now with Keith Lee and Wardlow, the two people in the ladder match. Cam, back to you.
Okay. Well, looking at my team here, I need a big guy. Looking at my team here, I need a big guy I need a big guy who is reliable. He knows his role. He's going to play hard on both ends of the ball, which is why, he's another veteran on our team too. He may have already hit his ceiling, but he's another veteran on our team, and he's going to do the dirty work for it. And he's going to do the dirty work. He's going to be everywhere on the court. He's going to be getting rebounds. He's going to be over here. I'm taking one half of the AEW Tag Team Champions, Luchasaurus. Give me Luchasaurus on Team Cam. I know that's a surprising pick, man, but I need somebody who knows their role and is going to give you who needs their role and is going to give you their all. Luchasaurus knows his role. He plays it well. He knows his role. He plays it well. He's going to give you his all every time he's in there. Give me Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus, welcome to Team Kane.
Oh, man, I thought you were taking Lance Archer. Now, even though he came up short against Hangman Page, he's someone, when you face him in the ring, it's like he doesn't give a shit about anything. He will literally do anything in the match. We saw it in the Texas Death match against Hangman Page for the AEW World Championship. And I need him on my team because he's going to do everything. He's gonna make some insane blocks. He's going to get some. He's going to get at least 15 rebounds on the team, and he could.
Not on my team.
No, on my team. But he's someone. He's a really, really tall guy as well, and he's definitely could get some a lot of rebounds and some points as well. So we are going to take the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, and fourth round, last pick to Wes.
Fourth round. Well, I know he hasn't made his presence very felt as of late on AEW television, but it's been reported that he is healthy. He's ready to go. And then that's the case. Then, well, I'm going to have to go with God's favorite champion, Miro. And Miro, what can you say about Miro? He's God's favorite champion, man. He's been chosen by God to bless all of us with his presence, with his domination, with his just pure havoc that he wreaks upon everybody that he steps in front of. He's a former TNT champion, man. He had a hell of a reign as TNT champion. A reign that we can all look back at and look fondly at. And don't you know, Miro is going to be coming back with a vengeance. He wants that TNT title. Or heck, he'll probably want the world title. He'll grab any title that he so pleases, whatever championship God chooses for Miro, maybe. Who knows? But Miro is ready to come back. He's ready to, destroy anybody in his path. So I got to go with God's favorite champion, Miro.
And the last round, fifth round, Brady.
So there's been a common theme to my team. All my guys on my team have barely lost in the year 2020. I'm going to keep
Oh,
that
no.
theme up. And I'm going to select the other member of the House of Black. I'm going to take Brody King.
Oh, taking Brody King. Wes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, no,
last
no, no.
Cam.
It's Cam. Yeah, it's Cam.
Okay.
Let's see. Last pick here. Got a lot of guys here. I'm trying to think here. Should I get someone that complements should I get someone that complements my big and Luchasaurus? Should I get another guard that's gonna Lee Alley? This is a tough one here. This is a tough one here for me to choose. But I know he's small. I know he's small, but I gotta have somebody who complements Luchasaurus well. Give me the other half of the AW Tag Team Champions. Give me Jungle Boy.
All right. I'm shocked that no one's taking this man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move Brian Daniels. My team might be small, but it's got skill, and they are fantastic. We're gonna move Brian Danielson to small forward. We're gonna move CM Punk to the shooting guard, and at point guard, we're gonna take Adam Cole, baby. I cannot believe that no one picked him yet. Getting a world title shot at Revolution again. He is somebody that is undefeated in AEW.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
We lost Orange Cassidy.
doesn't count.
All
Yeah, so he's undefeated, and I mean I might not have size, but I have CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole, so I'm set up for success. West, final pick for the men's.
Final pick for the men's. Well, I must say I got quite the lineup put together here. But if I'm gonna have to pick a final pick here, I got one big man in this lineup. I feel like I gotta go with another big man. Another big man that comes to mind that has hit my brain is a proud member of Team FTW, and that is none other than Powerhouse Hobbs, man. Big old Powerhouse Hobbs. Now he's another young guy that is looking to climb up the ranks and eventually get himself to a championship. Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, you look at the guy. I mean, why would you want to mess with this man? This man is nobody to be trifled with, man. Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, you look at him and you look at Miro down the pain. I mean, come on now. I mean, I don't know how you're going to get past that, man. God's favorite champion and Powerhouse Hobbs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you can figure out a way, but I'm going to have to go with my boy Powerhouse Hobbs as the fifth and final pick of the lineup.
He just said Wardlow and Keith Lee would stop him.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be a good match. It'd be a good one. It'd be a tie. It'd be very neck and neck. But I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
So that's the men's selections. I got Adam Cole, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Malachi Black, and Lance Archer. I think Brady took Hangman Page.
I got Hook at the 1, Hangman at the 2, Brody King at the 3, Keith Lee at the 4, and Wardlow at the 5.
There's me versus you. CM Punk's taking care of Brody King.
No way.
Cam, your completed lineup started with Kenny Omega, Darby Allen, Chris Jericho, and Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is how we gonna do it. I'm gonna move. This is how we gonna do it. I'm gonna move Jericho to the 1. Jericho's gonna be the 1. I'm gonna have Darby at the 2. Kenny's gonna be scratch that. Jungle Boy's gonna be my 3. Kenny's gonna be the 4, and Jungle Boy's gonna be the 5. So we playing small ball. Baby. But best believe they gonna figure it out. We gonna shoot the lights up the gym. Best believe that.
And then Wesley teams, it's just no one's going to get along because MJF's on that team. So
I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe MJF's really good at manipulating. Maybe he might manipulate his way into getting a cohesive unit. You never know. But at the 1, we're gonna have my boy Sammy Cavara at the 1. At the 2, we'll have MJF. At the 3, John Moxley. At the 4, Miro, and at the 5, Powerhouse Hobbs.
all right, so those are the men's selections, and now we're going to do the women's selections for the AEW women's roster. And honestly, I think there's 20 women on the roster, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, we might have to pull this one up, but we're going to go in reverse order for the women, and we're going to start with Wes, and we're going to end with Brady for each round. So Wes, kick us off.
Oh, you know I got to do it, man. I got to do it. She's the current AEW Women's World Champion. She goes by 3 letters, DMD. That is Dr. Britt Baker. And of course, I mean, what can you really say about Britt Baker? She is the current and defending AEW Women's World Champion. She has had an absolute dominant reign. She has suffered a loss during her reign, but she is still won every other match that she has been in. She has proven why she is the best woman in all of AEW, probably the best woman in all of professional wrestling. If you want to go that far with it, Britt Baker has made a statement. She has improved tremendously ever since her first arrival within AEW. And I mean, it just feel wrong of me to not pick the current AEW Women's World Champion. So I gotta go with Britt Baker as my first pick in the women's side of the All-Star team.
All right, that's an obvious pick, but excuse me. I know I'm missing out on a big star, but I'm going to take the other champion as my center. We're going to take big first. We're going to go Jade Cargill, undefeated in AEW, the current TBS champion. And, she's a powerhouse. She destroys people, and she's my number 1 pick on Team Joseph. We're taking Jade Cargill. Let's go to Cam for his first.
Yeah, he took Jade Cargill. Wesley took Britt Baker. For this one here, I gotta pull up the stats, man. I gotta get it before y'all do. And this is probably the next AEW Women's Champion. I gotta get my girl Thunder Rosa. I gotta drive my girl Thunder Rosa over here.
You just took Brady's pick, so now you're up.
This is very tough because the women's roster kind of gets depleted after this. So I'm going to take a girl that's been undefeated in 2022. I'm going to go with Serena Deeb.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a solid pick.
Solid.
Yeah, so that's the first round. We'll go back up to Wes.
All right, second pick. Who am I going to pick as a second pick? Got a couple women in mind. I think if I'm going to go with my second pick, I know she's in Japan right now, but she is a former AEW Women's World Champion. She held that title for a very long time. She had a hell of a reign. I'm going to have to go with my girl, Hikaru Shida. Very dynamic. Again, former AEW Women's World Champion. A reign that we could all another reign we could look fondly back on. And, she dropped that title to the current champion, Britt Baker, back at Double or Nothing. But Hikaru Shida is very reliable. I feel like she's somebody you can always count on. And so, of course, I got to go with Shida.
It's a good pick. You got 2 former women's, to the current champion and the former champion. This might be an underrated pick, but we're going to take someone that, came into AEW during the pandemic, back at the Nightmare Factory. Yeah, that's what it's called. So we're going to take Anna Jay as our shooting guard. She wasn't great when she first came in, but I think really joining the Dark Order excelled her. And she's still very young. She's still learning, but she's not bad in the ring. And we're gonna take Anna Jay as our shooting guard. Let's go to Cam.
Okay. For this one here, this is a tough one because I had to choose between both. But we're gonna choose somebody who's reliable, puts up good stats, and is very popular in the AEW universe. She's a member of the Best Friends. Give me Chris Statlander, man. Give me Chris Statlander.
Brady.
I'm going to pick Chris Statlander.
He just.
Chris Statlander's rival at the moment. I'm gonna pick legit Layla Hirsch.
Oh. This is a solid pick. Did he just take your pick, Cam?
Yes! Oh, God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Well, we're going to go back up to West for the 3rd round.
Hold on really quick. Be right back. Hold on.
Oh.
Really quick.
All right. So I guess we'll go to me.
All right, I'm back. Back.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back. All right. Anyways, for my third pick, who I got? Who do I got for my third pick? I gotta really think about the women's division. Let's see. Third pick. So far, we got pretty. I'd say so far I got a pretty stacked lineup. Got Baker, got Sheeta. I mean, that's looking pretty nice so far. See, who do I got? I think I'm gonna go with a young up and comer here. My third pick, young up and comer. I believe for this third pick, I'm gonna go with Red Velvet. Give me Red Velvet for my.
All right. That's a solid pick. So you went with Red Velvet. And the last round, I went with Anna Jay. And in this round, I'm going to take her tag team partner. I'm going to take Ty Conti as a part of Ty J, and I'm going to make Ty Conti my my small forward. I'm going to make Ty Conti my small forward. She's definitely going to be a women's champion very soon. She had a women's championship match with Brent Baker back at Full Gear, and she's someone that was really impressive. I don't know what website it was, but I know she did win a Most Improved Women's Wrestler award of the year, and she has improved a lot. So we are going to take Ty Conti, and that's going to complete the Ty J tag team for Team Joseph. So we're going to go back to Cam.
Okay. He took Tajay. I'm going to take somebody who has not been picked. I'm surprised she hasn't been picked yet. Give me Ruby Soho. I'm taking Ruby. Give me Ruby Soho. Drafting Ruby Soho. I'm drafting Ruby Soho over to Team Cam. So give me Ruby Soho.
Brady?
All right, with my next pick, I'm going to be selecting the native beast, Nyla Rose.
All right. So that's your center?
Yeah.
All right. Fourth round, we got 2 rounds to go on the video. We're going to go back up to Wes.
My fourth pick, I think I'm going to go with another young up-and-comer. Going to make this a very young team. So I think if I'm going to do another young up-and-comer for my fourth pick, I'm going to go with Sky Blue.
Oh, okay. You're going to go Sky Blue. Well, now the AEW women's roster, we've basically got all the big names. And you got to think about who are the other women on the roster. And, when I think about it, I mean, their work's okay. It's not great. But you know what? I need somebody to be my point guard. We're going to take Penelope Ford to be my point guard. She is going to be my point guard on Team Joseph. We're going to go to Cam. This fourth round.
You took Penelope Ford. You took Penelope Ford, and I'm gonna take somebody who also is reliable. Seeing how she's in a singles match every damn week on Rampage. It feels like. Give me the bunny.
Ooh.
Give me the bunny.
All right, so you took the bunny, and Brady is over here with his pick.
I'm surprised this woman hasn't been taken. She was just featured on AEW Dynamite. I'm going to take Mercedes Martinez.
Well, that's a good pick. I forgot about her last. I forgot about her. So that is a good pick. And we got our last round for the AEW All-Star selections. We're going to start it off with Wes.
Last pick. Gonna need to really do some thinking here. Really do some thinking for my fifth pick. Who else we got in AEW's women's division that has not been selected yet? Got Britt Baker, got Hikaru Shida, got Sky Blue, got Red Velvet. Got a pretty young team there. Gotta go with the fifth pick. Trying to think who else. AEW's women's division. You know what? I just thought about this. Nobody's picked her yet. I don't know why this hasn't happened. My fifth and final pick is going to be Britt Baker's second hand, and that is Jamie Hayter.
Oh, damn, dude. All right.
Jamie on the same team. There you go. The dynamic duo in that lineup right there. There you go.
Here's your pick.
He's got the entire roster on his phone, and he's not letting me read it. So really, the only name I can think of right now is Abaddon. So I'm just gonna take Abaddon.
Got the short end of the stick.
I
Goodness.
know. Cam.
Hold on, real quick. I gotta pull up the women's roster. Okay, this is just wrong. I find this funny. I pulled up the AEW women's roster and Google popped up, and for some reason Google has Orange Cassidy as a part of the AEW women's roster. So I think that's funny. See, I'm looking at the women's roster here. Let's see. Oh, okay. I know who I'm taking. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me go through the final. Again, let me go through the final progressions and everything.
Five.
I bet. All right, bet. I know who I'm taking. I might need an injury. I might need an injury replacement for this one too. She's over in Japan right now. She just had an AEW Women's Championship match against Britt Baker not too long ago. Give me Riho.
Yeah.
Give me Riho joins. Give me Riho. Riho joins Team Cam, and is selected to the All-Star team. Give me Riho.
I should have taken her over Abaddon, but it is what it is. And then with the final pick of the video, my brother Brady.
This woman is going to be racking up wins, probably on Dark Elevation and Dark. She just recently got signed 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna go with AQA.
Ooh, it's not bad. She faced Jade Cargill, and that's it for the women's team. So I mean, I got a solid team, I guess. I got Abaddon, Anna Jay, Ty Conti. I also have Jade Cargill and Penelope Ford with my point guard. I mean, that's a solid team. It's okay, I guess, but Brady, you're 1 through 5.
I got Nyla Rose in my 5.
Yeah.
Mercedes Martinez my 4. I got AQA at the 2. Who did I take?
Layla Hirsch.
Layla Hirsch at the 1.
And didn't you take Jamie Hayter?
No, I didn't take Jamie Hayter.
Oh.
Who did I take?
You took Layla Hirsch, Nyla Rose.
No, it's my first pick. Who did I take first?
Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb at the 3.
Yep, Serena Deeb. Cam, he's got a solid roster.
Alright, I'm trying to remember. I got
Thunder Rosa. The Bunny. Riho.
Bunny Riho. Shit. Thunder Rosa, the Bunny. Drafted Riho. This is embarrassing. I cannot remember who I
you took Chris
drafted.
Statlander. You took Chris Statlander.
Oh, Chris Statlander and
Soho.
Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Ruby Soho. I'm sorry about that. I could not remember who I drafted. So, yeah. I think we're going to. So, yeah. I think I'm going to just leave the lineup as it is. As everybody mentioned. But, yeah. So, that is that. And also, interesting fact. I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I am currently on the AEW Women's roster page. For some reason, Sky Blue is not on the roster page, and Julia Hart is not on the roster page either. So if they're not, unless they're not signed, which I think Julia Hart and Sky Blue, I think they are signed. They might want to look into that because they are not on the AEW roster page.
And Wes's team, again, it's going to have communication issues because Britt Baker's going to run the show. So.
Well, I mean, you got to have a leader on this team, man. But who better to be the leader than Britt Baker? And I think she's got a lot of leadership skills, and I think she'll lead that team to victory. So at the 1, we'll have Sky Blue at the 1. At the 2, we'll have Red Velvet. At the 3, we'll have Hikaru Shida. The 4, Britt Baker, and at the 5, down low will be Jamie Hayter.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to wrap up the video here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to make your own picks, comment it down below. Gladly do that. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from all of us on the video. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. Again, to enter the giveaway I'm doing, just like the post on Twitter, retweet, just follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my YouTube with a comment, and comment your favorite AEW wrestler. And you can follow me on Instagram as well. Do you want to plug your socials?
Nope, but I got big news.
What's up?
Tomorrow night, I want to be on the Rampage review.
Oh, he's calling a shot.
There you go. Wow.
Okay.
We get the 4-man booth, huh? 4-man booth.
He might.
Shot.
Hey, I'm letting you know right now. Rampage comes on at 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna be at work while Rampage is on, so I'm probably gonna miss it all. If not, I'll miss like the first 10, 15 minutes. But I'm probably gonna miss Rampage tomorrow because I gotta work. And so, Brady, man, you can take my place. So, Brady, man, you can take my place, man. I'm letting you know now. I'm letting you know now. There's a good chance I won't be on the Rampage review tomorrow because I gotta freaking work. But I gotta freaking work, unfortunately. But yeah.
Wes?
Well, you can go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at The Real Wesley Snipes. You can also follow me over on Twitch if you want, twitch.tv/WesleyWilliams5. And I believe that's the only socials I got to plug. But it's great to just be back on the Big Five Field channel once again. And folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you hit the like button. I hope you comment down below your personal All-Star lineups for AEW, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you join us again tomorrow night for the AEW Rampage review. AEW Rampage Slam Dunk is what it's being called in honor of the All-Star weekend. So look forward to it. Look forward to talking about it, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment on that. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Rampage review here on the channel. So you guys have a good one. Stay safe, and as always, stay classy. We out. Peace.